On an unassuming block in Greenpoint, between metal shops and a movie studio, is Greenhook Ginsmiths, a gin distillery. There, owner Stephen D'Angelo and assistant Joe Sullivan create an aromatic Brooklyn gin.
How did you get into this?
Well, I was actually working on Wall Street at the time. The markets were sort of tanking.
So then that translated to gin how?
Well, we drank a lot.
What makes your gin unique?
My gin's very aromatic, it's very full flavor gin, and it's a result of a special process called vacuum distillation. And that allows us to actually distill at reduced atmospheric pressure and distill at lower temperatures. And the reason we do that is because with gin, you're dealing with a lot of delicate herbs and spices, botanicals, excessive heat, which are associated with normal distillation temperatures, high temperatures, sort of destroy delicate aromas. We need a closed system, an airtight system, to pull the air pressure from the still. And that's done via this vacuum pump here, which is removing the air pressure. French perfume distilleries use this technique, and it was way back into the 19th century, if not earlier. And so when I was studying distillation and I read that, sort of a light bulb went off. I thought it'd be an interesting way to make a gin. The flagship product, our American dry gin. So this is made with organic New York State grown wheat, juniper, coriander, chamomile, elderflower, citrus, Ceylon cinnamon.
Cheers.
We make it was the world's first and only commercially released beach plum gin. You probably notice on the nose, in addition to the fruit, you get some nice sort of bitter almond and marzipan notes. This works.
It smells like dessert.
Oh, absolutely. It's got some great candied notes, and that's from the whole fruit maceration.
The beach plum gin tastes much like a fortified wine.
Whoa.
Bold and syrupy like a port or Madeira. I visited Alder in the East Village to learn how to incorporate the stone fruit flavor into a bright Pim's Cup cocktail.
Okay, so you guys have the Plum and Plumber on your cocktail menu, which uses Greenhook Ginsmiths Beach Plum Gin. Can you tell me about the cocktail?
Absolutely. We kind of started with this product and then worked backwards to build on the flavors that are already in it. Gin is already so aromatic. What we're doing is combining that tart richness of the beach plum with some of the spicy herbaceousness of lovage and aquavit. This stuff grows like a weed. It's sort of like celery on steroids. So we want to get that flavor into our drink without all the particles. You can use a coffee filter or a fine mesh strainer, and then let it settle overnight and just pour it off the top. Start with our base, which is the Pims. This is another gin-based liqueur, 1.5 ounces of the Pims, 1 ounce of our lovage aquavit, 1.5 ounces of the beach plum gin, and 3/4 ounce of lime juice. And we're going to finish it with a little club soda. So again, nice and easy, light and refreshing.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Sure thing.
Keep a lookout for Greenhook Ginsmiths American Dry and Beach Plum Gins. And be sure to stop by Stephen's pending tasting room when it opens.
It smells amazing. Cheers.
Next week on In the Spirit, I find myself hovering over a vat of bitters and learning the best way to make an old-fashioned.